Alright, it is 9:39 a.m. and I just did not trade ILUS the best that I could have. I didn't get the best entry. This was a morning panic bounce play, and recently, wow, this one's actually breaking 18. Recently, over the past few days, this thing has just been downtrending. It has like a morning panic, and then it does like a quick level 2 reversal. You can see one here. You can see one right here at the market open. So it's been doing that, and this one was just not that. This was like more of a traditional morning panic bounce play. I got in at 934. I did trade a little larger in terms of size just because this one doesn't trade with the most range, and I was in at 18.3 right here at 934, thinking this was going to be the level 2 turnaround. It actually downtrended some more, and an ideal entry would have been at 18.2, and then it would have been ideal to sell in at 18.4s because there was just a big wall of people selling at 18.4 and also like 18.35, so there was a lot of people selling. It just wasn't trading like it normally has, and now it's in the 17s, and they're trading with a wide spread. So at this point, I'm probably not going to mess with it. This is a better spread now, but yeah, we'll see what this one can do. I'll keep watching it, but I did get out profitably. I sold at 9.35. I was lucky enough to get out at I guess 9.35 is when I placed my order, but I obviously no, I probably did get executed at 18.4 right here. Yeah, and I was in right here at 18.3. Immediately wanted to get out because the price action wasn't looking ideal. I don't think I got executed at 9.35. I think that's when I placed my order. I think I got executed in one of these two candles. So I'll keep watching ILUS, but yeah, this one is a bit different from what it normally does. Alright, it is 9:50, and maybe I'll turn around here eventually. Now, it's normally a really good thing with a morning panic bounce play if the volume, at least from my experience, is super low compared to what it was previously, because maybe all the people who are trying to sell with a lot of shares, all the panic selling is done, so now I can uptrend. But if the volume is super low and now there are large sellers at the ask, that looks really bad, and that's not ideal at all. And that summarizes this second trade here with ILUS. I tried at 9, what was it, right here, 9.45. Right here, 9.45, I got in at 17. Shoot, I didn't mean to click there. 17.7 at 9.45. Right here was my entry, right in the middle. Volume was starting to dry up. It looked like it was trying to turn around. It was trying to base. And in theory, I could still be in the setup and now just cutting it right now because it's at the day low. And it could totally break that level considering how many people are selling with size on the ask, not getting their shares filled. So that was the idea there, thinking it could try to turn around here. It's basing and everything, but no, this one's different today. ILUS just keeps dropping. I did get out of my position half, and I got out at 17.68. Notice how I traded only 500 shares because I did feel like this one was just a bit more different than usual. And I got out half of my position at 9.48, which was right here, 9.48 at 17.68, which is pretty close to my entry at 17.7. And then I sold the last 250 shares, the other half at 9.50, right here, like a G, right before the big candle fell off the cliff, and I got out again at the same price, 17.68. Pretty generous this execution here. I didn't have to get 17.68. As you can see, my limit was at 17.4, and it was at the time and the 17.51 level-ish, like near the day low, but not exactly there. So maybe like 17.57. And yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to see what this one does, but I'll probably leave it alone. I mean, I'm not sure, but it's possible that it can turn around at some point. But yeah, if it's a bit different, maybe I'll just wait. Maybe it can do like an 11 a.m. Tsunami panic turnaround if it just keeps dropping. But I don't know. I don't think it'll drop that much, but I'm probably gonna leave this one alone. I barely lost anything on that one because I traded 500 shares, and my sales were pretty close to my entry. So that was a good attempt for what it was. It didn't work out, which is fine. And yeah, I'll make an update later. As for the other ones, this one has no volume. I guess this one's trying to reverse, but I don't necessarily like it. Yeah, I mean, it could turn around here. I like how it played off of VWAP. Maybe it drops and holds above VWAP and then it uptrends, but not a big fan of this stock because it just drops so much. There could be so many people trying to get out of their shares. KYNC had news. Maybe if it breaks the day high, that would be cool, but it's a sub penny. I'd be more interested in AABB, which is some kind of news that whatever, they're doing something with AABB. I'd rather trade it just because of the price. Yeah, I'll make an update later, but that's what I have for right now. Alright, it is 9:58. I just want to record this, so yeah, that was impressive. So I didn't have any interest in trading KYNC unless it does something spectacular because it's a sub penny stock, but they have some kind of deal with AABB, which, I mean, I don't care about the deal, I just care about the reaction. And I had more interest in trading AABB because of the fact it's like near its freaking day low, so it has more potential to turn around. There are short sellers who would maybe be covering and causing an uptrend as well as people buying because of news, but it's a very low priced stock, so I mean, sure, they're probably out there, but not as many as maybe a 70-cent stock or a $2 stock. So this one just broke out of VWAP. It had a crazy spike and then it just downtrended and then it put up a higher low right here. VWAP is still downtrending, but then it kind of broke past it, kind of held itself together. Then it had like this explosion, and this was actually pretty cool. Maybe if I was quicker, I would have been able to have been a part of this, but I think that's just a great lesson to learn from. So yeah, and as for ILUS, it could be the turnaround here. I've seen this before where like maybe I can try the morning panic, it doesn't work, it only works when it's finally uptrending and it has like 2 green candles in a row that are uptrending. So maybe it can do something there. I haven't been looking recently. There was like a 400k or a 500k seller at 17. I'm gonna guess he was wiped out here, but yeah, we'll just see how it does. If I missed it, that's fine. At least I traded the first one the best that I could, as well as the second one, and that's all I can do really. Alright, it is 5:56 p.m. and I am here to call it off. Overall, I didn't make much. It was just $1.40. $1.50 with the first ILUS trade, which was a scratch. It didn't work out. It didn't bounce when I got in. And then the second one didn't work out either. I traded a smaller size and I did not really sell that for that much less than what I got in for, and I lost just 10 pennies on that second trade. You know, at one point, eventually, I'm going to be a part of this kind of move because I've seen this enough of times that it kind of downtrends, it consolidates. And I was thinking about that, you know, 11 a.m. reversal. As you can see, it happened a bit earlier, and it did break through VWAP. So maybe an entry at 17, worst case 17, and you know, I got the 18 on the ask. This is something that I can be a part of, even though, I mean, that would have been 5%. That's something I can totally do. It just didn't really work out. Again, they were both scratches similar to the other day. No interest with JPEX. It kept downtrending. And I guess this one was the 11 a.m. reversal too, but a really bad example of one. And it never really got to VWAP until the end of the day. Not a good one. And MTTR, I didn't try it today, but maybe, just maybe, it can try to do the actual turnaround. Maybe it will actually turn around over the next few days, and that would be impressive. That's all it did. It just put up higher lows right here from here, and then another one here, and it just keeps uptrending. So maybe that could be a possibility. I never had an interest in this one. It was up immediately at the market open, but nothing afterwards that I was truly interested in. And AABB, this setup did play out. Maybe I could be quicker in the future, or just have that much more experience that I will trade it in the future. This ended up being nice, again, trading with KYNC up on news. And yeah, that's about it. I did have a nice, let me switch accounts. I don't want to go over it too much since it's not day trading, but I did actually get in at a really good price. This is my IRA, and The idea is that, you know, I want to just have some money in my Roth IRA and put it in long-term stuff. Maybe it's a stupid idea, maybe, but the idea is to just always consider a buy if the price action looks nice on the daily chart with what I know from day trading, and also just buy below EMA4. That's something that I've had to take a few losses to really learn from that. And I did add to my position. My regret was just not adding more. At 10:05, I bought 20 shares of QYLD at basically $20.60. 10:05 was right here. Let me get rid of extended hours. 10:05 was right here at 20.60. So I got in right here. It actually, you know, worked out. I did put my stop you know, at the same price that it was previously, but now, you know, I have 40 shares instead of 20, so I have a stop so that, you know, if it gets to 55, I'll be out of my position, and that just means that maybe this daily chart, this reversal with the overall markets is just not looking that nice. Now you might be wondering, why am I in this one if it doesn't look like it really uptrends? When you look at SPY and it uptrends, this one pays like a really fat 10% yearly dividend. So when it pays out like every month, a nice amount, it equals roughly about 10%. So that's the idea there, and how to consider long-term setup. So obviously the overall markets, you know, might not rebound, and it might just take a dump and continue to downtrend, but I feel like it might try to do something and get to the highs. And then if I can be a part of that, and as well as dividend payouts monthly, I think that will be pretty cool. You know, time will tell how this thing will play out. I just regret not having more shares in. That's all I have for today, and you know, I haven't made any dumb trades. I think that's really good, and hopefully at some point I can be able to, you know, have a setup, you know, trade a OTC setup, and it really plays out, because recently I've been trading nothing but scratches.